It almost feels like I'm flying because you're so in tune with the bike that it's like it disappears under you.
It's a great feeling. You can only experience it if you're actually on the bike and riding it.
I just want to say a huge thank you to My Road Rule. You've given me the motivation to tidy up my shed and turn it into a black room for filming. I've been meaning to do this for many years. In fact, I had all the equipment to set up a professional photography studio, but then we were robbed and basically I lost all the gear and I never got the motivation back to set it up. Until now, of course. However, I didn't have the time or money to adequately soundproof the space, something that I would love to have done, and I do live in an urban residential environment, so there's lots of external noise, so I just did the best that I could to minimise that. I only just finished spraying this morning and it needs another coat. I'm only about half done. The floor still isn't painted. But I had an interview starting in a few minutes, so I did what I could with what I'd done thus far.
Examples that I have is that I've seen that there is quite a few motorcycle groups that you can join in.
When I first started riding, I went in to get my protective gear and I found there was one rack of females' apparel compared to about 10, 15 racks of men's.
Shots of BTS. After I'd filmed all the ladies and their motorcycles, I had the difficult task of taking roughly 10 hours of footage and transforming it into 3 minutes of documentary. The first cut I did of this was very anti-male, which wasn't entirely fair given what the ladies had said in the interviews. I found it incredibly challenging to know what to put in the documentary and what to leave out. So I reached out to them all again and I sought feedback and guidance from them.
Oh, hello. I hope it's not too late.
What I ended up cutting out was all the positive stuff. Like I got to the end of it and said, would I watch this all the way through? No. But it's not actually that.
Shit to me.
Yeah, well, no, nobody actually said that, which is why I wanted to reach out to everyone.
Remember what I said to you is, yeah, we had bad experiences, but the overwhelming, response in general is amazing. Great community.
All the ladies conferred that they had had a handful of negative experiences, especially with retailers and some macho buffoons, but the bike riding community was very supportive of female riders overall. Also, what became apparent is that I want to give these ladies a longer voice so they can tell their full stories and go into some of those negative experiences. So from this, I am going to make a feature documentary, even if there's no funding, and it'll only go on YouTube. I'm going to get it done. So thanks, Road, again for providing the impetus to get this happening.